everyone, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber, and welcome if you're new here. My name's Agnater, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a sushi mukbang, and I'm also going to be answering questions and assumptions that people sent to me on my Instagram, because a couple of days ago I asked people to send me questions and assumptions, and I'm just going to be answering them in today's mukbang. This is my first ever mukbang on my channel and I'm so excited, guys. I've got some sushi, I've got some seaweed salad, and I've got some what's it called, katsu prawns, and my favorite drink, aloe vera juice. Aloe vera juice is literally my favorite drink of all time. Oh, and we can't forget the sriracha sauce. Get that all on there. I don't understand people that don't like sushi. If you don't like sushi, then honey, your palate taste is immature. Hopefully this video goes well, because I've been really excited to film this video, so it better go well. Right guys, let me start with the questions that people sent on my Instagram. Okay, so someone asked, why did I start YouTube? I remember I actually started 9 years ago when I was in year 9, and YouTube wasn't even like big back then. It was literally 9 years ago when I first put up my first YouTube videos. And I started YouTube then because I used to watch weird American people that used to put YouTube videos up, and then every single year for the last 9 years I've been coming on YouTube and trying to start videos, and then I would get really nervous about like what other people would think, and then I would stop doing YouTube. So I feel like the main reason I started YouTube is because I love to entertain people. I bet someone's thinking, you ain't even that entertaining, B. But like, I felt like YouTube was a platform where people could entertain, and ever since I was a kid, if you know me, I've always been that kid that loved drama, loved acting, loved performing, and I sort of saw YouTube as a space to entertain people and to engage with lots of different people from around the world. And I'm a creative person, so YouTube is that platform where I can be creative and entertain people, and that was the main reason I started YouTube. Oh guys, sushi seaweed is one of the best things ever. Next question. Someone said, my assumption about you is that your family is very wealthy. Which this question made me laugh so much because it's such an awkward question. It's not awkward, but it's just like, I don't know how to answer it. Wealth is very relative. I feel like to a normal person who grew up in England, went to a public school, my family probably do seem like they're wealthy. But then to like someone like Bill Gates, we're peasants. Do you know what I mean? Like, wealth is very relative. But I can't lie and say I didn't have a great upbringing. I had a really good upbringing in terms of like, I went to an amazing private school. I grew up in a really nice home. I had a good upbringing, and my parents worked really hard to achieve what they have. But having said that, I'm now 22, so my parents' success and wealth is no longer mine. I'm now at that age where I'm having to build my own career, my own financial success. I no longer like attach myself to my parents' success, but now I'm at that age of 22 where sis is trying to make it out here. Sis is trying to get her bank balance back. That's the best way I can answer that question, guys. Someone else asked, are you single and are you dating? Well, wouldn't you like to know? Okay, let me just answer the question. Yes, I am single, very single, guys, and I'm happily single. There's a difference. And the reason I say I'm happily single is because I'm very comfortable with where my life is right now, and I have goals that I've set for myself that I want to achieve, and dating isn't really a priority for me right now. I'm not gonna say I haven't dated. I have dated since I've been in London, but honey, like, the dating scene is just not for me, you know? I'd rather just concentrate on the things that I want to achieve. And I feel like we live in a generation where people put so much pressure into being in a relationship. The guy that I was dating, oh my god, I don't want to say this, he might be watching, but yeah, the last person I was dating just put me off dating, to be honest, in terms of they really wanted a relationship, and that's my biggest turn off. One of my biggest turn off is people that really want a relationship from the get-go. I hate when people force relationship. Let things happen the way they're supposed to happen, because if you force situations, that's when bad things happen in your life. So never force anything. If someone's meant for you, they'll be yours, and if someone is the right person for you, they'll come into your life organically. You should never have to force anything, and that's the mentality I go by. So that's why I'm not one of them people that dates, because I would rather be friends with someone and then our friendship develops into something else. Dating is so forced, like you're forced in a relationship, and I'm not for that. I like things to happen organically. So yeah, I'm single, I'm not dating, and I don't think I really want to be dating. Yeah, I'm just living my life and concentrating on YouTube, my career, and if someone's meant for me, they will come into my life organically without me having to force it. And I'm 22, like I don't want to get married until I'm like 32. So that's the best way I can answer that question. Somebody said, you seem well traveled, and I would think you have done a course in photography because of your shot. I wouldn't say I'm well traveled. I feel like I've only been to like 10 countries, which is good, and I feel like that's really, really nice, and I definitely want to go to more. To answer the second half of that question is, you seem like you've done a course in photography because of my shots. I did art and design in an A-level, and there was a lot of photography based in that, so in a way, yes, I have done a course in photography. Yeah, I've always been like a creative, artistic type of person anyway. Thank you for that compliment though. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. The next question is, would you build your dream home from scratch or renovate an existing property? I think that person knows that I'm in property development. So if you guys don't know, my actual job is working in property development. I come from an architecture background. I studied architecture in uni, and now I work in property development as a graduate, and I'm training to be like a project manager. So I think that's why this person has asked, because they sort of know like my background, because I sometimes like put it on my Instagram. So to answer that question, this question is actually one of my favorite questions to answer, because I really want to build my own house. I feel like if you are somebody who studied architecture, or you work in architecture, the building industry, construction, you want to build your own house. So for me, I am actually very much now against buying a property first. I want to build my property first, just because being somebody who works in property, who studied architecture, and I know the financial cost behind building houses, building a house is so much more cheaper than buying a property. And because I work in the industry, for me to see the difference it is to build a house compared to when you buy a fully built house, I definitely want to build my own property, and that's where I'm currently saving to do that, guys. So if you stick around on my YouTube channel, you guys might be here through the process of me building my own house one day. That's actually in my 5-year plan, guys. Building my own house is actually in my 5-year plan. So that question has really made me happy, because in the next 5 years, you guys are gonna see sis is building her own house. What makes you happy and what steals your happiness? Oh, I love that question. That's such a sweet question. Okay, what makes me happy? Being around good vibes, good energy people is one thing that really makes me happy. Like when I'm around people that are uplifting, that are loving, that really does make me happy, because I'm such a people person and I just love love. So people that show me love, I show them love. That's one thing that really makes me happy. What steals my joy is probably shady, negative energy. That's one thing that steals my joy. One thing that really gets to me is people that don't want to listen to other people's point of views. That's so annoying for me, because I'm a very like straight talker, to the point where some people find that intimidating about me. The people that victimize themselves and people that always think they're in the right in situations, they're the type of people that annoy me. Someone said, how are you coping during this quarantine? And to be honest, I feel like the first half of quarantine was hard and difficult, but now I'm used to it. Like now I'm like quite settled. Yeah, I'm pretty used to this whole quarantine life. One thing that I'm actually loving about being in quarantine is that it's made me be productive with other things that I've always wanted to do but I've been too busy to do, especially my YouTube channel. I've been really consistent with my channel because of quarantine. It's allowed me to prioritize in things that I really wanted to get into, and to think more about my life and what I want to achieve, and like have a list of things that I want to do. Obviously the really bad situation about it is the fact that I can't see my family and friends, but at the end of the day we are doing this for the greater good. And it's so crazy, this whole situation. It feels like I'm in a film. It doesn't feel real. And like hearing the fact that people are dying every day is so sad, and the numbers are so shocking to see that something that just started this year has blew up so big. And it makes me appreciate life so much. Yeah, it just makes me appreciate the fact that I'm alive, that I'm here, and that God's blessing my life right now. So this is a assumption that someone's had about me, is you're a really bubbly person but reserved at first. And this is so true. I definitely am someone who's very bubbly once I'm comfortable with you, but I am very reserved at first. And I feel like the reason why I'm reserved when you first meet me or when I first am around people is because I like to analyze my surroundings. I like to analyze people, and then once I feel I've analyzed people or analyzed a person and I feel like, oh, this person will get along with me, then I can be bubbly. So yeah, I like to analyze and then I will show my personality. And sometimes I'm actually a bit shy, like when I'm in a new environment or doing something new, I can be a bit reserved. But then once this is comfortable, then there's no stopping me. So yeah, I'm definitely a reserved person at first, and then once I'm comfortable, like, you're gonna see the real me, honey. You're gonna see the real me. Somebody said, hi babe, what's your favorite thing about creating content? And I feel like one of my favorite things is being creative, and I like things looking nice. And so definitely being creative, being able to entertain people with my content is something that I love, and making things look pretty and nice. That's my 3 favorite things about creating content: being creative, being able to entertain people with my content, and creating beautiful and nice things. Why is your sister so amazing? That's what my sister said. Oh my gosh, you're so amazing, we love you. Someone asked, what's your body count? Well guys, I'm just gonna tell you what my body count is. My body count is a born again celibate Christian, and that's on that. Facts honey, facts. Guys, those are all the questions that I liked and that I picked out. Sis is kind of tired now. So I'm just gonna leave this video here, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like, subscribe, comment if you enjoyed it, and make sure that you're keeping up with all of my videos. I'm gonna be uploading more videos more often, and I've got some exciting videos coming up. So please make sure to like, subscribe, and keep up with all of my videos. Bye guys.